Welcome back to the farm. Today the long-awaited free trade agreement between China and Australia was announced. What's the National Farmers Federation response to the contents of that agreement?
Look, we welcome the agreement. As you say, it's been in development for about 10 years now, so there's been lots of discussion, lots of negotiation. What we've seen today is a clear outcome, very good outcome for the Australian farm sector in terms of improved tariff arrangements, so an elimination of tariffs across the board on a whole range of products. It's a core principle from the NFF's perspective is to see a level playing field, elimination of tariffs rather than just simply reduction, so it's a big win for the Australian farm sector.
We know famously that rice and sugar have been left kind of on the back burner for the moment. What's your message to cane farmers and rice growers?
Look, I suppose there's a couple of things. In trade agreements and negotiations, as the name suggests, it's rare that you get everything you want. Obviously, we're disappointed that a number of sectors weren't had got advantages that other sectors have got. I suppose we look at it and say that they aren't necessarily disadvantaged, but they haven't been given as much improved arrangements as some of the other sectors. What we are hoping for and need to work with the government to do is to make sure that these sectors are part of the ongoing discussion with China. China's already our biggest marketplace. What we want this agreement to do is to focus on those protocol issues and those other sectors that haven't been included to date and allow us to have that ongoing discussion to make sure that they are included in future arrangements.
Beef and dairy have been touted as the big winners out of the agreement. How well geared up are we to export 1 million cattle a year to China, for example, and how well will our dairy sector, which appears to lack processing facilities, be able to gear up and get going and take advantage of this market opportunity?
Yeah, it's a really good question. With China, Japan and Korea, the three trade deals that have signed this year, they take up a bit over a third of our overall export market for agricultural products. And on top of that, we've got the US and other markets. So the question really is, where do we focus our products? And for me, that is really where the biggest returns are for the farmers. So how geared up are we to supply these markets? I think we're very well placed, but it will mean that we will need ongoing investment, and it will mean that farmers and processors need to pick where they'll deliver their market to, because at the end of the day, they will be focused on the market that delivers the best value.
Are there any talking about investment, are there any foreign investment implications arising out of the free trade deal? Are we likely to see more Chinese investing in Australian agriculture and agribusiness?
Not at this stage. Our understanding is that the investment rules will stay the same, but clearly as a review of agreement and arrangements take place, there is that provision to look at arrangements that provide opportunities for greater investment. We know that Australian agriculture needs investment, whether it be domestic or foreign. We need to invest in the sector to make sure that we are capable of being competitive on a global stage. What we need to do is make sure that investment goes in the right place and that it doesn't unnecessarily have a negative impact on the marketplace.